there are two aspects to that question. One is what is RTE meant to achieve? And the other is what has it actually achieved? As far as the RTE as designed, as passed is concerned, it has not really addressed the question of quality in education in any significant way. It talks about the kind of schools there should be in terms of the infrastructure, the classes. It talks about the distance children should need to travel to reach a school. It talks about a greater level of community involvement in the school through school management committees, etc., etc. Those are its intentions. It's very difficult to find a meaningful intention for quality of education in RTE. That remains the responsibility of the departments who have the education programs. So from RTE we cannot expect seriously, as it is drafted currently, and it's in my opinion a big lacuna, that it has not chosen to address the question of quality, because that is our biggest challenge today in the education system. As you know, various surveys have shown, children at class 5 cannot read class 2 text, children at class 8 do not understand class 3 mathematics questions, and so on. So all of this is a big problem, and RTE does not address it. It does not even intend to address it, it seems, at least the way it's currently formulated. So to that extent, I think it's reasonable to say that RTE as currently framed will not address our quality of education problems, and it is not addressing them. The fact is that quality of education, many surveys suggest, has actually fallen after the implementation of the RTE in the last 3 years, because a number of other things have come in, possibly because assessment has suffered a great deal, and so possibly because more schools are being opened and therefore there is pressure on resources or whatever. What we do know is that the quality has suffered further from an already rather abysmal base. So we're not RTE is not helping in that area. As far as the other intentions are concerned, I think it's fair to say that very little has been achieved in these last 3 years, even on what was stated intentions of RTE. The number of what the government has done, certainly Maharashtra government has done it, and many other governments have done. They have issued a whole lot of notices to private schools which are not conformant with the requirements of the RTE. Some of these schools were poor quality and possibly eventually deserve to be shut down. Some of them, even without resources, have been doing extraordinarily good work with very, very limited resources. They've all been given notices to shut down. The number of schools that were supposed to be opened in order to, for instance, take the schools close to the children as required by the RTE, the number of schools that were required to be upgraded from class 4 to class 5 and class 7 to class 8, etc., etc. Very little of that has happened so far. Far, far less than what was required to be done. And technically, therefore, actually, the Maharashtra government and most other governments in the country are in violation of RTE at this time. So, in that sense, it's a bit of an irony that RTE, which is meant to expand the educational opportunities for children in our rural areas, has probably ended up, at least so far, reducing the number of places that children can go to without actually taking up the slack that they were supposed to take up. So I would say that at this time, RTE is under it's being tested. The scorecard at the moment is poor, but of course these things take time, and we should not be in a hurry to judge the results, because a very major change is sought to be made in the in the way education is delivered to the children in this country. And we should watch it for a bit longer, perhaps, before we say that this has been a failure. As of now, it's not doing well.